Hello and welcome to my show, A Chick with Tools. Today we are priming our trim and painting our doors. One of the things I've seen different videos of people doing priming, and some of the things that they would say they would sand and things of that nature. However, I did find a very good primer that adheres to any surface so that you do not have to sand beforehand. You can still sand if that's your thing, but this primer with several coats will go on and it will give you a nice smooth surface. Because I'm painting the trim white, it'll be a semi-gloss because Pancake Saturday comes and sticky fingers are all over the place. So before we get started trimming, first thing we need to do is clean the wood. After we clean the wood, then we need to tape around the edge because I painted before I did the trim. Don't do that. Trim first, then paint. Okay, especially if you're painting the whole room. If you're just painting the trim, totally different. But I painted the whole house. But before we get started, remember, wash the stripper down to get it clean. Then tape around the areas that you want to make sure you don't get any extra tape. I am definitely using frog tape because I heard that was really good. I'm giving it a try, so I'll let you know about my review after that because I've trimmed some other areas as well, and we'll be taking that paint off as I'm going back and forth. So from here we're going to do the trim, and I'll show you the different areas that I have to trim. I have my office door and office closet. The rest of my bedroom, well, this is my guest room, the rest of my guest room door, and the bathroom door and trim. So I have quite a bit of trim here, as well as this and all my stairs and railings. Fortunately, I get to take the railing tops down, take them to the garage, paint them, let them dry, and then bring them back. Without much further ado, let's get started. Ooh, I can smell that vinegar. So what I'm using to wipe down these doorposts, because I don't want to use a chemical, because oh my God, those things are strong, is water and vinegar, because that'll get a good cleaning of some of this built up grime that's on the wood. Okay, we've wiped the first door down. Oh my gosh. So now I'm going to take the door off, take it out to the garage, and when I go out to the garage, I will bring in a door that I already finished. Okay? All the trim is wiped down, washed off, made sure I got all the grit and grime off, taped up along the sides, and put plastic down because mass quantities of drips. That is my situation. And so now I am going to prime the trim. So let's get started. See, with the sponge, it is a nice evenness. I'm able to control drippage. And with the edges, I'm able to just get into some little areas, especially with the imperfections of the door. Normally you would fix up all the imperfections. I would never get my carpet done if I did all of that. Definitely use nice long strokes. Try not to leave too much paint on it, so that you don't have like this. Wow. Okay. So we have 2.5, maybe 3 coats of primer on the doors here. And if you look in the back on the bathroom door, so all the door jabs, the door frames have been primed, as well as the first half of the steps. Priming is tiring, but necessary. So these are all prepped and ready to go. And I still have these on, so once I still have the door hinges on. Once I put the final coat on and it dries, then I'll take the door hinges off and put the new hinges on so that it will still sit flush. There was some drippage and some other things, and they kind of create a bump, so I don't want to have any bumps or anything or any ill fittings when I put the doors back on. It's going to be really awesome, really exciting. We're getting closer. All of the doors, as you can see, the doors off, all of the doors except 2 doors downstairs have been primed and getting ready for the final semi-gloss for the doors, so that because they will be used a lot by little hands and big hands as well, and waiting to put on new knobs and everything, so these doors can go back on, because this door is finished. As soon as we put the last finishing touches on here, it will be ready to go. All right, come with me. Get a nice good saturation on the tip. Start at the top, smooth motions. See how it does. This may require 3 or more coats, but the finish is awesome. And I'm using a semi-gloss with primer in it as well. So that's just another layer of ensuring that none of the brown wood color shows through the paint. My goal is to get everything in this area, then just keep moving down and just going all around, because the up and down and up and down and side to side, up and down, exhausted. I could not get up, and I couldn't walk when I got up this morning. I was like, okay, we're not doing that again. So just get a nice thick coat on, but not too thick that is dripping and that is leaving parts, big clumps of paint. The good thing, it dries pretty quickly, so while I'm when I finish this one up and start on the next one, it should be well on its way to being dry. All right, so now we are done. So this is, and I broke the light in here so you really can't see how the sheen is. So all the doors, and back there you will see the doors, and the door frames and posts have all been, here, this is my room, I'm waiting for carpeting. All the doors have been painted, primed, semi-gloss, even the first layer of the stairs. So that's what the old stairs look like. And this is what the new stairs look like. Yay. And the bathroom, this is a really interesting piece right there. So I gotta remember not to step on it. Closets. And again, this was Zinsser primer. Goes over any surface, even metal. And there it is over metal. After the metal, I put on a latex semi-gloss because the woman at the store told me that you have to use latex because it's water. You can't put oil over water because it won't take or something. So the beautiful white, hey, good take. And now I'm on my way down to do the bottom, which I will also show you how I got that taken care of, how I got that done. And that was experimenting with 3 different brushes. So as you can see, I have a sponge, foam, and a 3-inch trimmer. So at any time I could be using any one of those 3 to get the job done. But I'm super excited. Once I finish this, I wish I had better lighting. Once I finish this, oh, that's a little better. And there's the white, and the white. The railings are in the garage. They have been painted and primed as well. I'll show that. Those will be next. This is the rail. The wood railing has also been primed and painted, and that will be coming in shortly. Super excited. Waiting for this to dry to touch up some more spots where I still see a little black or brown from the wood, so I'm just going to touch that up. And depending on which tool I had, that's when the paint was either coming on or coming off. So this is the original railing, how it looked. You see it's black. The black is not in great condition. I have to scrub the base like I did the other parts of the steps. And once I get that done, then I'll be able to prime and paint. And the only reason why I'm sanding this base part is because it's just kind of bumpy and rough. Just want to try to get a smooth surface as humanly possible. But that's what I have right now. Now I got to come around and paint the part where I need to be an acrobat or taller to get this little piece right here. But it's coming. I'm on my way right now. So painting the metal was quite interesting because, 1, I had to make sure I got it on all sides. 2, make sure I had got it a nice thick coat. I had to clean it before I went in to paint it, but I definitely wanted to make sure it was clean and didn't have any residue, and I wanted to make sure I did as few drops as possible. Then it was just a matter of coming in and making sure I had a nice thick coat of primer on the metal because I definitely didn't want the metal to keep shining through. So I'm making sure I hit the different areas. One thing I'm doing different than this time that I didn't do the last time is I'm only doing so many bars at a time, waiting till it get a like semi-tacky kind of dry, and then going back over it, and then as I'm finishing one bar off, just adding more. That way, that will give me fewer drops and fewer splashes that then when I did it for the other parts of the steps. And it's also showing that I'm just evolving as I am working on these stairs. So it is going to be great. Great, 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 great. And what I did, definitely wanted to make sure that I taped off where I needed to tape off and painted the wood base part with a nice sponge. So that I got a good coat on, and then I'm going back to checking for drips, making sure there's no drips, making sure I'm hitting both sides. And when I get down to the bottom, then I'm going to flip to the back and make sure I get all of the areas, all the sides of the metal bars. Priming, yay! Okay, the painting of the upstairs is done. So just want to give you a quick view of everything. There's the bathroom. Let's go in and take a final look. Shower curtain and everything, even fixed and put up a new vent hood frame. Doors, check out those hinges. Yes, all new chrome hinges. I gotta tap that down. I almost got locked in the bathroom. So the nice beautiful white. There are the guest bedroom and the closet doors, all new handles, all new knobs, so that everything is the same. Office, nice and white. Frames on everything. Closet, bifold doors. Lovely. The bedroom with the most closets and doors. And the bedroom. This light, we don't need all that noise. So, frame, that is next. So you can see my quite old, outdated vanity. I have the new one in the closet. It will be going in soon. Yes! The master closet, I only have one door up because I'm working on how I'm going to style the closet. And definitely a shelving system for the shoes, a staging area for clothes that I'm about to wear, as well as an area for folding clothes. Now this right here, whew, boy, you talk about some work right here. The sister put in some work. All of the trim and paint on the, that's my staging area, don't mind that over there, but all of the stair railing, nice and white, quite lovely. And even got that little area over there, tighten that up. Man, your sister was it was acrobatic. And I definitely have to go through and just wipe some stuff off because my grandkids have already been over. But the thing that I love about this paint, just wipe it off. It just comes right off. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Once I am done and I'm cleaning everything, and let me tell you, this railing was a beast to put back on. But it's all nice and done. This is the beautiful work I did. You know, I'm no professional, but I do know how I want things to look, and it is giving me that look. So I'm super excited about it and can't wait until I am downstairs, because as you can see, there's another door. Yes, so I have to get those doors taken care of. And I have started hanging some of my paintings and things, but that's just a sneak peek. I'll give you the full tour once I'm done. So let's take one last look. Make sure I got some good footage. There's my project chart, things that I have to do. And then once this is done, then I'm going to get started on the dining room table. All right.